A cyber threat is a warning which allows you to prepare against a cyber attack. When there is an unauthorized access by a third party to your system and network, it is termed as a cyber attack. The person who carries this out is termed as a hacker or an attacker or a cyber criminal. A possibility of such an attack is termed as a cyber threat. As we saw previously, cyber attacks lead to data breaches which result in either data manipulation or loss of highly confidential data. It also results in financial losses and which in turn has a colossal impact on the businesses. In addition to these losses, a lot of companies face reputational damages as well. Trust plays a vital role when it comes to customer relationships. Cyber attacks can hamper an organization's reputation and erode the customer's trust. Let's now get an understanding of the most common cyber attacks. Here, we will look into the top 10 cyber threats in today's times. First up, we have the malware attack. This is a very common form of cyber attack. The term malware refers to malicious software, virus, including spyware, worms, ransomware, adware, and trojans. Trojan virus is a form of malware that disguises itself as a legitimate software. Ransomware blocks access to the key components of the network, whereas spyware, as the name suggests, is a software that steals your confidential data without your knowledge. Coming to adware, it is also a software, but this software displays advertising content such as banners or pop-ups on a user screen. Malware breaches a network through a vulnerability. It usually happens when the victim clicks a dangerous link or downloads an email attachment, or also when an infected pen drive is used. Let's now have a look at the ways in which we can prevent a malware attack. First and foremost, you should use any kind of an antivirus software. This step might be something that you have heard time and again, but it is a very effective way to prevent a malware attack. Antivirus software is a program that can protect your computer against the above-mentioned viruses. This data security utility installed in a computer can prevent a malware attack. Few of the popular antivirus software are Avast Antivirus, Norton Antivirus, and McAfee Antivirus. Secondly, you should use firewalls. A firewall helps prevent an unauthorized access, viruses, and other malicious activities that occur over the internet. As the name suggests, it acts as a wall between your system and the internet. It filters the traffic that is allowed to enter your device. Windows and Mac OS X have their default built-in firewalls named as Windows Firewall and Mac Firewall respectively. Apart from this, in order to prevent attacks on your network, your router should also have a firewall built in. Thirdly, you should always stay alert and avoid clicking on suspicious links. The links might look to be legitimate, but they can be home to malware which is going to enter your system and cause a havoc. Lastly, it is wise to update operating systems and browsers regularly. If this is not done, cyber criminals can exploit these vulnerabilities and attack your system. That was all about preventing a malware attack. Let's move on to the next attack. It is the phishing attack. It is one of the biggest widespread types of cyber attacks. As per reports, phishing accounts for over $12 billion in business losses. So what is a phishing attack? It is an attack wherein an attacker impersonates to be a trusted contact and sends the victim fake emails. Unaware of this, the victim opens the email and clicks on the malicious link or opens the attachment in the mail. The aim of such an attack is to gain access to confidential information and account credentials. Hackers can also install malware through a phishing attack. This attack is growing bigger each day as attackers are becoming more convincing in pretending to be a trusted source. For example, you might get an email from Apple stating that your Apple account is kept on hold for security reasons, and the mail will ask you to type in your login credentials in order to restore your account. Do not fall for that, as it is a phishing email. Legitimate sources will not randomly send you mails and ask for your account credentials. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack. Social engineering attacks refer to several malicious activities that are obtained through human interactions. It manipulates the victim in such a way that he or she ends up divulging personal information. Such an attack can happen on any platform such as text messages or even on social media sites. Similar to phishing, you also have voice phishing known as wishing. Wishing will be carried out over a voice email or mobile phone or even over landlines. So how do we prevent a phishing attack? Human error is the reason for a high percentage of cyber attacks. To prevent a phishing attack, the wisest way will be to scrutinize the emails you receive. A phishing email will have some spelling mistakes or a format change from that of the legitimate source it is pretending to come from. Look for these loopholes and do not click any such suspicious emails. Next, you can also make use of an anti-phishing toolbar. Sometimes when it is impossible to identify a phishing email, this toolbar is helpful. It is a tool that provides you with anti-phishing solutions and information about the website you are browsing. They prevent fraudulent websites from masquerading as other legitimate websites. For example, Avast Online Security is a good anti-phishing toolbar you can get. You should also make it a habit to update your passwords regularly. This way, even if your old password is known to a third party, it will still be invalid. Let's now move on to the next type of cyber attack,